Hi VC, back again with another Gimme 1089. I know this is a little bit late, but well, actually, who cares? Whatever. So yeah, another Gimme 1089. This is my fourth video, I think. Pretty sure. Still some good records to show though. Right, so getting on with it. Start off with this lot. Gay Bikers on Like Acid. Second album, Stewed to the Gills. This is not as good as Drill Your Own Hole. It's good, but it's not as good. There's the band, surrounded by fish, Stewed to the Gills, obviously. It's more of the same, but there's a bit more of a funky pop edge. Well, that's stretching it a bit. It's an edge, not a great deal. It's still guitars to the front, but it's taking a little bit of a different route from the first album, which was all out rocking. But yeah, a good listen. This one is Daz Damon, and this is Mousetrap. It's one of their later records. I think it might even be their last record. I'm not sure. It's on What Goes On, which I think licensed it off somebody else. I can't remember what label they were on in America. No, it doesn't say. But it's split into east and west sides. Probably overall, side 2, I think that's the west side, is better. Probably the best track though is on side 1 called Demagnetized. That's a great song. But it's kind of, they kind of stride a line between that kind of REM-ish sort of college rock with something slightly more slightly heavier, more not punky, but kind of more rocky. So it's a really good album. Hey Angel is a lovely song. Sad Miles is a good song. Click is good. So yeah, it's worth punting this out and having a bit of a listen because it's a really good record. Right, 3 compilations up next that I played quite a lot when I was younger. The first one I listened to excessively. This House is Not a Motel. This was a Glitterhouse album full of tracks licensed from America, Germany. There's a French band on here, an Australian band, and British. So you can see the band. I don't know if you can see the bands there, but it's a little. There we go. There we go. But obviously it's got Mudhoney. Probably the best, well, definitely the best known. But you've got the Blood Circus track on here. You've got a Green River track. Swallow My Pride, which is brilliant. Subway Surfers, that's good. Les Thugs from France. Bored from Australia. Upright Citizen, which is another good track. The Birdhouse from England. Surfing Dead, She Looks So Fine from Germany. Submentals from Germany. Broken Jug. Love Slug from Holland, which is 1,000 Miles. That's a really good song. The Fluid, who were on Sub Pop. Cold Outside, that's a great one. Miracle Workers from LA. Boys from Nowhere from Columbus. And The Beat from Baghdad from West Germany. So I played the heck out of this. I really like this compilation. And I love it when you get compilations of stuff and it just all hangs together. It's not just a random series of tracks. This flat out rocks all the way through. Not quite flat out fucked, but flat out rocks. Anyway, there we go. This House Not a Motel. This next one, possibly one of the loudest compilations. It got kind of companion to the Hardcore Holocaust album I showed in one of these Gimme 10s, and this is Grind Crusher from Earache on Earache Records. And basically Earache was the home of grindcore, so you've got most of the big bands of that. You've got Morbid Angel, Repulsion, Carcass, who are extreme, Godflesh, Napalm Death, of course, Terrorizer, Bolt Thrower, Intense Degree, and Filthy Christians. And this album actually included a free single. Now, what's special about this single is it is the world's shortest single. On side A, you've got Napalm Death doing You Suffer, which, as you can see, is etched all over. But if you can see the track duration, it's 1 second. And then you turn it over and you've got more etching, but there is actually a track on here. You've got Electro Hippies with Mega Armageddon Death Part 3, which is 1 second. The world's shortest single. Napalm Death actually recorded a video for You Suffer, or somebody did, which is now the world's shortest music video. So there we go. Grind Crusher plus free single. Absolutely fantastic. You Suffer's taken from Scum, which is a Napalm Death album. And then the third of these compilate. Oh no, I've got 4 of them actually. The third of these is this one. This is a great album. Every band has a Shonen Knife who love them. During the early 90s, yeah, it would have been early 90s, Kurt Cobain professed his love for Shonen Knife, who were a Japanese all-girl rock band. And I was lucky enough to see them in about 1990 at a festival in Japan. And they're brilliant. They combine, I'm sure lots of you know what they're like, but for those that don't, they kind of combine that Ramonesy noise and kind of surf and Beach Boys and harmony, and and the most naive, inane lyrics going. It's all about their life in Japan and all really, I don't know, really, I think inane is probably the best word to describe it. But the track list, the artists on here, involved on here, are absolutely brilliant. You've got Red Cross on here doing Kappa X, Freaks I Don't Know doing Summertime Boogie, which is brilliant. It's a really great version of that. You've got L7 doing Bags, Fright Week, don't know if they released anything else, but doing Public Bars, which is great. You've got Christmas, who have got Tape By, doing Ice Cream City. You've got it's Pat Rubensmear on here, but it's Pat Smear from Foos, and what was he in before? Fear? Was it Fear? Oh dear me. Doing Lazy Bones, and Sonic Youth round the record off, doing a song called Burning Farm, and it's a great compilation. Absolutely love this. There's no insert on Giant Record, but it's Gasatanka Records. I'm sure somebody showed a Gasatanka Records album sometime. Can't remember who showed that now. But anyway, there you go. Tribute album to Shonen Knife. And then another tribute album for which was a charity record to raise money for the Bridge School, which Neil Young's supports, is this one, The Bridge, which is a tribute to Neil Young. it's another great compilation. You've got Soul Asylum, Victoria Williams, who's always worth listening to, Flaming Lips doing After the Gold Rush, Nicky Sudden and the French Revolution, Looper on here doing Cinnamon Girl, Nick Cave doing Helpless, which is just fantastic, Pixies doing Winter Long, Sonic Youth doing Computer Age, Psychic TV do a version of Only Love Can Break Your Heart, Dinosaur Jr. doing Lot of Love, and Henry Kaiser, The Needle and the Damage Done, Tonight's the Night, as a medley. And it's a great compilation. So many good versions of the songs. Really rate that. Really rate that. Complete Change of Tack for the next album. Can I do that there? Yeah, it fits. Because it doesn't really fit in with anything else on here. Is this one, Nitzareb. And this is Belief. And I didn't realise how dirty this album cover is. I must have picked this up second hand from somewhere because it is filthy. Right, I know I had it in just after it was released, but this is obviously a second hand version. I originally got a 12-inch. I'm going to have to get the record out because that's the only place where the track listing is, I think. Oh, dear me. Because I got a 12-inch of Hearts and Minds, which is the first track on this album. The 12-inch version is fantastic. It's got Control I'm Here on it, which is superb. It's kind of like that around the end of the 90s, well, end of the 80s, early 90s, there was, what was it called? Like, there's a whole slew of bands like Nitzareb, Front 242 doing Headhunter and various other bits and pieces. Can't remember what genre they got lumped into by the media. Body music? Beat? Well, it's kind of industrial dance music, really. But really good record. Just seeing what else is on here. Shame, Without Belief. Yeah, it's a really good record. Kind of like Depeche Mode on steroids, really. And it's on mute, which makes sense. And there's the mute symbol. Another change of tack. Soraya, with Soraya. I have to admit, I didn't listen to the whole album that much. Really, there's only one song I really love on here called Love Has Taken Its Toll. It's the first track, and it rocks in that sort of late 80s way. It's not really hair metal. It's just a good rock track, and it should have been a huge hit. But there's no insert. Helped that Sandy Soraya was gorgeous as well. So there's a top-notch album. No, an okay album with one brilliant track on it. I think Headley talked about this one. Pretty sure, the Innocence Mission. Did he get? I think he actually showed this, and he said he didn't really rate it that much because it was kind of indie, whereas in their later career they sort of went more countryish, more Americana, took an Americana route. But for me, this album is great. I love indie, and at the time I was on the lookout for any kind of girl, so bloody female vocal sort of indie rock band from the States, and this filled it nicely. I just think there's some great songs on here, like Black Sheep Walls, lovely. Mercy, Wonder of Birds, that's a good song. So I really, really like this album, and I think people should get to know it. It's on A&M. That's just the lyrics. Yeah, good album. And then finally, is this one, John Moore and the Expressway, an ex-member of the Mary Chain. He was the drummer for the Mary Chain after Bobby Gillespie left. So, looking forward to that. What am I talking about? I'm distracted by the something on there. Anyway, So this is good all-out rocking stuff. Track on side 2 called Out of My Mind, which is great. Something About You Girl was a single. I think Friends was a single. But he's probably best known now for being a collaborator with Luke Haynes in... Now, which band of his is it? It's not Baader Meinhof. It's Black Box Recorder. He now works with Luke Haynes. So there we go. So it's great record. Right. Okay. That's your lot for this one. Some good records. Maybe some that not so many people know. Some definitely worth checking out. Some definitely worth checking out one song. But there you go. Alright then. Cheers VC. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you all later. Bye.